Okay, today we're going to do something, you don't need a calculator for this packet here. It's called graphing with slopes, okay? Now first off, a line has a slope. As you can see, this line is moving forward and it is moving up at the same time. So let's say it moves from here to here. Let's say that's, I don't know, let's say 3 feet. And from here to here is 2 feet. Okay, now the slope of that line then is the rise over the run. So it's rising 2 feet. It's running 3. It's just a simple ratio. And you can use slopes to graph lines as long as you got the y by itself. So it says y equals 1/4 times x minus 3. So we have the y out front by itself. Put an m above the number in front of the x, and the number without the x is a b. And here's what m and b represent. Say m represents the slope, and b represents the y-intercept. Okay, so let's talk about the y-intercept first. -3. So on your y-axis, you're just going to go to -3. So 1, 2, 3. That's 0, -3. Because if you put the x at 0, 1/4 times 0 is 0, minus 3 is -3. Okay, let's talk about the slope. Slope is 1/4. And that's a rise over run. So look at the top number. Is that positive? Sure it is. So I go up 1. And then the bottom number, we're always going to move to the right. Okay? That's always going to be a positive number down there. We're always moving to the right. So what I do is I go from this 0, -3. And I go up 1, right 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can do it again, do it. Up 1, right 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So that's a quick way to get the 3 points, and there we go. Bad line. Example 2, y equals -4/5 times x plus 6. Again, we got y equals, and then that's m, and that's b. So again, you got the slope of the line and the y-intercept. Y-intercept's 6, okay? So on the y, we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is known as 0, 6, meaning if I put 0 in for x, anything times 0 is 0, but I am adding 6, so that's 6. Slope is -4/5, okay? Now, this time the 4 is negative, so I'm going to be going down instead of up. And then that 5, we're still going to the right with that. Don't ever move to the left. It'll change from up, down, but never right, left. So we're going to go down 4 from the 0, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see if we can do it again. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Nope, I run out of room, so we'll just go ahead and kind of whiffed on that, but that's fine. Put arrows on both ends. Okay, example 3. Y equals -8 times x plus 2. So y equals mx, m plus b. mx plus b. Y equals, you're going to be hearing that a lot. Y equals mx plus b. So we have the slope of the line and the y-intercept. Anytime I have the y in front, and then y equals mx plus b. Okay, so the y-intercept's 2. So on the y-axis, go up 2. And remember, that has a coordinate of 0 and 2. And the slope is -8. But you see, I need that to be a ratio. Well, how could you make -8 a ratio? You just put a 1 under it. So the 8's negative. We're going to go down 8. And then the 1, we're still going to the right with that. So I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right 1. I can't exactly do it again, so the 2 points is good enough. Okay, my line's very steep. That's because the 8 is a very steep number. Okay. Y equals 6 times x. Y equals mx. Where's b? B'd be 0. Okay. So we got the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, so my slope is, my y-intercept 0, so that means origin, and that's just 0, 0. And then the slope, we have 6. Need to make it a ratio by putting a 1 underneath it. So I go up 6, because it's positive, and 1 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 to the right. Can't really do it again, because we run out of space. Again, another steep line. Okay, y equals 5, 6x minus 3. So y equals mx plus b plus. So we got the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, the y-intercept's going to be negative 3. So on the y-axis, we go 1, 2, 3. And then the slope, you got 5 over 6. So 5, positive. It's positive 5, so you're going to go up 5. And then we go 6 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you do it from the 0, negative 3, not the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't do that again. Okay. So there is my line. That's not as steep because 5, 6, of course, isn't as high of a value as like 8 and 6 were. Okay, y equals 5 times x plus 10. So y equals mx plus b. So we got slope and the y-intercept. The y-intercept's 10. Okay. Now you got to go by 2s. Anything past 9, you got to go by 2s. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 0 and 10. Slope is 5. You need to make that into a ratio with a 1 underneath. So you're going up 5 and right 1. Now remember, I'm going by 2s here. So up 5 is actually 2, 4, and then 5, then right 1. Okay. Can't really do it a second time. Example 7. Y equals 3/5 x minus 2 means that's a negative 2. So mx plus b. So the y-intercept's negative 2. So 1, 2. Okay, so slope, you got 3 over 5. Now the 3 is positive, so you go up 3 and 5 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't do it again. I can go up 3, but I run out of room if I try to go 5 to the right. Okay. If you can make a third point, do it. But if you run out of room, no big. Y equals negative 5x plus 7. So mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. Slope and y-intercept. Y-intercept's 7. So we got 0 and 7. Slope, you got negative 5. You need to make that a ratio with a 1. So I'm going to go down 5. And you always notice I'm moving to the right every time. So down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right 1. And let's see, we can do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right 1. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right 1. Okay. And there we go. Arrows on both ends, please. Okay, y equals negative 3x plus 6. So mx plus b. So I've got my slope and my y-intercept. Okay, so my slope is my y-intercept. We do that first. Y-intercept's kind of like your beginning point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 0 and 6. Slope is negative 3 over 1. Notice how that has an x. That's why I repeat it. So I go down 1, 2, down to the right. So down 1, 2, 3, right 1. 1, 2, 3, right 1. I think that's good enough. Okay. Quick way to get the points. Y equals negative 1/2 x plus 4 mb. Slope, y-intercept 4. So on the y-axis, you go up 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 and 4. Then my slope's negative 1/2, so negative 1/2. Okay, the 1's negative, so we go down and then to the right. So down 1, right 1, 2. Down 1, 1, 2. Okay, and then that's really all I have to say on that. Okay.